has received a much-needed reprieve after a proposal by Senate Majority Leader Aaron Cheruiyot for the formation of an 11-member select committee to investigate his impeachment, and which a section of other senators said would deny Gachagua the right to a fair hearing, was defeated on Wednesday morning. Gachagua's impeachment will therefore be investigated by all senators on Wednesday and Thursday next week, as announced by Senate Speaker Amason Kingi. NTV's political affairs reporter David Mudhoka reports on the failed plan to determine Gachagua's fate in a select Senate committee, as well as on the rest of the schedule for Gachagua's impeachment hearing at the floor of the Senate.
Hii serikali tulitafuta na shida mingi sana. Hatuwezi kubali mtu haribu.
Kenyans will be shocked.
Hiyo ikulu nimeweka mitego kila kona, kila kona. Hapo iko kibarua.
291 members of this National Assembly pended their signatures in support of this motion.
Hours after Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua was impeached by the National Assembly, the Senate officially heard the 11 charges that were leveled against Gachagua at the floor of the National Assembly on Wednesday morning. With 10 days only to either save or impeach the embattled Deputy President, the Senate proceeded to decide whether the impeachment will be investigated by a committee of 11 senators or by all the senators. Senate Majority Leader Aaron Cheruiyot proposed that the matter be handled by a committee.
And I want to urge members to agree with me that we elect 11 of our wisest and most trusted senators, Mr. Speaker, who we think have the sufficient wisdom.
However, a section of senators was skeptical with the formation of a committee, saying it will deny Gachagua the right to a fair hearing.
Honorable Speaker, given the mood of the House and especially on the minority side, I respectfully decline to second that motion.
The proposal for a special committee is defeated. The Senate will therefore proceed the investigation of the proposed removal from office by impeachment of His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua, EGH, the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, in plenary.
The investigation of Gachagua's impeachment in plenary means that all senators will be allowed in the hearings. However, some senators raised concerns over whether all senators, irrespective of which side they will be on, will have an opportunity to speak. The debate at some point getting heated.
We cannot have any senator heckling the Speaker. As we go to this impeachment, you need to behave, Senator Wambua. Leave the chamber now for the rest of the sitting.
According to the Senate Speaker, the clerk of the Senate is supposed to send invitations to both the National Assembly and the Deputy President to next week's impeachment hearings today. Both the National Assembly and DP Gachagua are expected to file their responses with the Office of the Clerk of the Senate by Monday, the 14th of October. On the same day, after receiving the responses, the clerk is supposed to circulate documents received from parties and the plenary hearing program to all senators. Then, on Wednesday next week, the National Assembly will present its case to the senators, including lining up 3 key witnesses against Gachagua, among them Nairobi Governor Johnson Sakaja and Secretary to the Cabinet Mercy Wanjau, an exercise that is expected to last all day. On Thursday, it will be the turn for DP Gachagua to defend himself and for his lawyers to cross-examine the witnesses who will have testified against Gachagua the day before. Should submissions from Gachagua's side end early, senators could vote to save or impeach the country's second-in-command on the same day or the following Friday, which is the 10th day from today. David Mudhoka, NTV, Nairobi.
The High Court will on Friday rule on whether it will refer a case filed challenging the impeachment of Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua to the Chief Justice to constitute an even number of judges to determine the matter. That is uneven, UN. Now, while appearing before Judge Lawrence Mugambi, the petitioner's lawyers maintained that the public participation exercise and the impeachment process have raised weighty constitutional matters that should be determined by more than one judge. The petitioners also want the case certified as urgent. However, the respondents' lawyers have rejected the prayers, arguing that there are no substantive constitutional issues that have emerged from the processes, and also requested the court to consolidate the more than 20 cases filed on the matter.